Can you give me mods so I can ban Drage?
Ban Rage? What's Rage saying?
Said Spence fat.
Curse also said you're built like a whale. Why are they saying that, bro?
I'm not that fat. I'm just.
How much you weigh? Seriously.
I actually weighed myself the other day. 13 stone.
What is that in American? Guy, how much is that? Convert that for me real quick. How much is that in American?
Yeah, that looks good.
Bro, he said you're built like a church. That's so disrespectful.
I'm dead.
Hold on. How 180? Oh, dude, I weigh like 20 pounds less than you.
No,
That's
just
not
big
bad.
bones.
Okay, so how tall are you then? Or is that secret?
Literally the tiniest bit below 6 foot, but I'll just say 6 foot.
Yeah, you round up.
Yeah, I'll round up. Yeah, 6
Yeah,
foot.
on Tinder, 6 foot is way hotter than 5'11".
Exactly, I'm 6 foot. Tom, what do you mean? I literally measured myself as well. It was literally the tiniest bit of measurement off of 6 foot.
You gotta round up.
So we round up. Exactly.
Yeah. I'm 5'9", but like I could be 6 foot on a good day. You know.
Yeah, just round it up.
You always gotta go up. If you don't go up, you're goofing. That's straight up. Like you're not 5'9". I'm like roughly 6 foot.
Roughly 6 foot. So I get the women. Yeah, I'm around 6 foot. Yeah.
Look, yeah. And then you see him in person, and you're not 6 foot, but then I'm funny and like I'm handsome, and you know how it goes after that.
When you win
right?
him over that way. Yeah, exactly.
Look, everyone's got their thing. Everyone's got their thing. That's great. Okay. I wrote down a bunch of stuff to talk about in case we hit a wall, but I think this is going pretty well so far. I mean, this is like what it's meant to be. Is like at its core is just like us kind of just talking about random things. You feel me? One thing I wanted to talk about though was like, what's the most British cuisine? Like, if you think of British food, what is like the dish?
Dish.
You know what I mean? Like in America, bro, I'm giving you a hamburger and some French fries. That's probably the most American thing I come up with.
Trying to think of. I just think it's like, no, it's not fish and chips. I would say it's just literally like chicken and chips.
Chicken and chips?
Basic. Yeah.
Like fried chicken?
But everyone says fish and chips, but not many people actually eat fish and chips. Everyone just
I
says
feel
that.
like fish and chips and like
I don't know anyone that goes to like a fast food place
like
and
crimpets.
says, I want fish and chips. No.
Like crimpets, dude. What's a crimpet?
Crumpet.
Crumpet.
You know what a crumpet is?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, crumpet's like not many people really have crumpets either. It's just one of these British foods that they say
it's a stereotype.
Yeah, it's a stereotype. It's a myth.
It's interesting.
Everyone's talking trash on us. But...
hold on. So what's your favorite? Any fast food you can go to, regardless of health factors and everything. What is your favorite fast food place, and what do you get?
I only really I go. I'm like Bobby. I don't go that often. I go once a week, but
Bobby goes to McDonald's every day.
That's breakfast, lunch, dinner for Bobby.
He eats chicken nuggets every day. I swear to God.
That's what it's got. He breathes. Yeah, I got McDonald's. I'll just get I'll just get like I think it's double quarter pounder.
Okay.
Just large fries. I don't know if you have it over there.
Yeah, I think it's all I don't know. It's all the same. Like McDonald's, I'm getting the spicy chicken nuggets, bro. They're crazy good. Sheesh. So hold up. So you're not a big fast food guy?
To be honest, no, I'd have it like once a week.
Really?
Yeah. Well, my mum cooks me.
Oh,
every day,
she cooks. She serves you up right, huh?
And then Monday, what? Drage and Tom, shut up. How is that cap? How is that cap? How is that cap? I could literally send you my dinner every single day of the week. I have McDonald's on a Monday to treat my little sister as well.
Oh, you're a saint, bro.
Exactly. I literally go. McDonald's, treat all the family, and then every day. Well, Saturdays sometimes I'll go out with friends to eat, but that's about it.
Hey, bro, Casey said he's capping so hard his bank cries when you go to McDonald's, bro.
Well, Casey's one to talk. Casey's the one you need to
he's
talk about.
talking so much work.
He has fast food every single day of the week.
I eat fast food a lot too, low key. Or like I order out with like some sandwiches.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some chicken wraps.
I'm lucky my mum cooks me else. I'll be lazy and I'll just probably eat out every day.
Yeah, that's one thing I regret. Like I moved out, right? I live with my brother. I'm about to I wish I could go back and just move in. Home cooked meals all the time is so underrated. Like moving out's cool because you get your own spot, kind of. But like nothing beats food whenever you want. Straight up, like, dude, it's actually ridiculous.
She never like moans at me either. It's just every day. I feel kind of bad because I kind of want to move out like next year, but I know I've actually got to do stuff for myself.
Do you cook? Are you a chef or no?
Oh no.
You don't know how to cook at all?
I can cook, but just put stuff into the oven, like basic stuff.
Like, okay,
like
let's say you invite me over for dinner, like as you will at some point, and like, what are you cooking? If you had to prep the meal your entire self, it's all you, all independent.
For me.
Yeah,
I could literally only just do like a pasta. It's called like a pasta bake here. It's like pasta and chicken and sweet corn and all that stuff.
Oh, that's it. That's all you need.
Or bacon as well. That's all I know.
That's all you need. Dude, I've been eating so much pasta lately. My girlfriend's Italian, and she just brought that on me.
Italian.
I've learned so much about pasta. You don't even know. Like, did you know each like different shape of pasta is called something different?
Yeah.
Well, okay,
I don't know what
but it's that, and then like if they have like little lines in the pasta, they're also called something different but shaped the same.
What the hell?
It's a whole science. It's ridiculous.
I just pick a pasta that I know I like and just get it off the shelf and eat it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. I'm all about it. Okay, yo, so steering away from the food talk for a little bit, I guess we should touch on Brawl Stars a little bit, just because we're both kind of creators in the sphere. Thoughts on the new update? New brawler, map maker, things like that. What's your takeaway?
Yeah, I think map maker's obviously like absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
it's
cool.
Something it's been crying out for.
Yeah.
And I mean, it'll be much better once you can obviously like share your map, and I don't know, maybe like something in game where like people can like a leaderboard for like best maps I voted for.
Like you could
that'd be really cool.
upvotes for them. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, but people are like going crazy in my Discord, like sending me so many submissions.
Of
I
like,
think it's been like
cool maps or
yeah, maps they've created, because like weekly on my YouTube I'll just like play maps with friends I'm gonna do. But it's like really fun. It's completely different. Like there's some wacky maps people make. Like you can do everything with that map maker. I mean, I can't do it myself. I've tried it. I don't know about you. But...
Yeah, no, it's like for me, I haven't even tried it because I played Clash of Clans and I hated building a base. It was like the worst part of the game.
I'll just YouTube it.
Yeah, exactly. I go on YouTube. I'm watching so many different guides, and I would take screenshots and zoom in and count all the walls. Yeah, I'm not building a base. It's for losers. I'm not doing it. It's not for losers, but like
it is. I don't get it. I don't get how people.
I can respect it. I just don't have the patience for it. I'd rather just other people do cool stuff and like I can appreciate it, and then I'm just like, all right, yo, whatever.
I'm the same.
It's not for me.
I'm not creative at all. And I remember I posted my map on Twitter. It took me like 15 minutes, and like I'll see like 8 points about what was wrong about it. I was like, yeah, I'm never making a map again.
Wait, what did you make? Was it just a gem grab map or like?
It was just utter trash. I mean, I was just messing around, but like I was literally standing at the screen. I was like, what do you do? Like, how do you do this thing?
Hey, there's a science to it for sure. I think there's a little bit of an art that goes into that kind of stuff. I just don't have the interest for it, man.
I don't have the interest. I mean, I'm interested in other people's maps, but
it's fair. All right, so what about Amber? I saw you tweet something that she's like the best brawler in the game. How do you how do you think she fits in?
Yeah, me, Tom, and Casey pushed Tom's rank 35 Amber in record time.
I saw you yoink his video. I saw you get a video out like it was so funny because you guys posted like I think Tom posted before you, but you were like your video was carrying rank 35 Amber. I'm like, that guy, that's my man right there.
Damn, yeah.
Tom, you got content? Yoink.
Yoink. Yeah. I was gonna be a scumbag and upload it before his, but no.
That would cause too much beef.
No, it was really epic, but
I
think Amber's like completely broken at the minute. I mean, she's not as broken as other brawlers, but like she's just obnoxious. I've not played ladder like all day because I'm kind of scared.
Yeah. No, I feel that. I feel like she just needs like a range reduction. I feel like, and maybe like a little bit of a damage reduction to her, like her super thing. I think.
Yeah, it actually took me like a funny story. Like everyone was laughing at me, but when we finished the rank 35, like the final game, there was a moment where like there was like me, Casey, and Tom trying to score, and we faced like Trevor, really like sweaty team.
Yeah.
And I tried to walk it in, and like I nearly cost us the goal because I didn't realize that Amber's shots pierced the whole time. The whole time I didn't realize the pierce. Like someone told me, I'm like, what?
Oh, you didn't mean that? You didn't know that they like cleave through?
Yeah,
like...
I didn't know. After 7.5 hours of pushing, I just realized. So
that her shots go through
I think
people.
they should take that away. I don't think she needs that mechanic. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. It's weird, right? Because I was comparing
It's a
her
strong
build
mechanic.
to like regular, like if you play Call of Duty and the games like that, any kind of flamethrower character needs to be like up in their face to be like worth it. Like, so the high damage is worth it because the range sucks. So you put yourself in a higher risk of like dying because you need to get close to be able to kill them. But
Yeah.
I don't know if that would make her terrible or like make it like kind of fair.
I don't know. I just feel like it's too much like Max in a way. Like she plays really well, kind of like similar, like same
Like
shot
the spam,
patterns.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
I mean,
weird.
M's probably more of like a flamethrower, if you get what I mean. Like that's you gotta
True.
try and kind of get close-ish. Like this feels like a bloody sniper.
Yeah,
At some
yeah. Her
point.
range is kind of ridiculous. Like you shouldn't be
Unli
able to shoot that far on like.
no, and unlimited ammo. And the super well when you get satellite, it does like 2.8k damage and that
Yeah, it's
like makes
actually
most
whack.
brawlers half health.
No,
It's
and you
crazy.
chain your super pretty quickly.
Yeah,
Like
you
you could
change
just
your
toss
super,
them
the
around. I
gadget's
think you
good.
get it way too fast.
Yeah, just everything about it is just like
Yeah,
what?
but she does get some good like area denial, but I don't think she needs it because she's just ridiculous. Like overall.
Well, technically, you can cover like half the map with the supers if you keep chaining it and
Yeah,
not
I'm
shooting
not
it
gonna lie.
accidentally.
I drew some dicks in the thing yesterday.
Yeah, I knew you was gonna say that.
I was I spent like 5 to 10 minutes in like private matches, and I drew it and I lit it up and I took a screenshot.
That's what I used to do in like GTA with a lot of petrol cans.
Yeah, I mean, look, like I'm 24 years old, you know, fully mature, fully. Look, man.
We ain't judging.
Okay, look, bro. I've been judged. It's all good, man. All right, you know, playing competitive Brawl Stars, you know that EU professional meta is entirely different from the NA professional meta. Like, do you watch any like NA players play and like compare what you guys are running versus them on different maps, and you're like, why are they doing that?
Yeah, especially in tournaments. Like a lot of times, like it's really questionable. I mean, we have took like a few notes from NA. I think the big one that we did take was Sprout. Like we didn't really use Sprout much, and they used Sprout like everywhere.
Dude, Omen uses
It's like
Sprout every map.
yeah, it was like 3 months ago, and that's the only thing I think I've really stolen from NA. But other than that, I'm like sometimes, well, a lot of the times I feel like teams cost themselves in games because the comps are going NA, whilst in EU it's just
it's
like
entirely different.
EU is just completely rock paper scissors. It's like whatever you're ready up with, you just gotta pray.
Yeah, it's kind of wet. Like there's such a big difference even with like the Asian like meta, right? Like with like all the qualifiers that happened like last month. I was watching some of like the Asian matches. I'm like,
what
what?
are they going?
What is going on, dude? You know what I mean?
I think the Asian Mets is weird. We got some weird brawlers, but they're like
They play
I think
like
they're
Frank
mechanically
and Heist, and it's just weird to look at, but it works, I
yeah
guess. But
yeah they're really mechanically gifted, but like they go like wacky things like I don't know like Penny Lane like and Heights or some Heights maps like
yeah,
M's in Siege when M's was rubbish in Siege
yeah, M's is
like
kind of
with
weak
Mr.
overall
P
right
and
now, but
Heist like
yeah,
it was a bit crazy.
just the strangest comps you could probably think of.
Mhm.
I'm trying to think of
But
the most EU thing, like after, because I used to do the PBL casting for with like Corey, and I would do the
mhm.
EU matches, and I
Oh yeah
think that like the most EU thing I could think of is Primo and Siege. I was like
oh
really
yeah
confused as to why. You feel me? I was
yeah
wondering why that's a
yeah
thing, but I don't
yeah.
know.
I'm
Um,
trying to remember that metal. How long ago was that?
this was like last year during like it had to be like the springtime of last year on here, so probably like
Yeah.
maybe May or
Oh,
April or
I
something.
remember that. Yeah, oh, that was Primo Meta though, weren't it? I think.
I don't even know, dude. I don't even know if there's a Primo meta at all.
Yeah, there was. I think it was around Dream Hack time, was it? I think. That's
Maybe,
around May.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I was a
I
lot
remember
worse at
that.
the game. Not that I'm that much better now, but like
Yeah.
I didn't really play at a high level.
Yeah, Primo for some reason were like completely broken because I think their speed gadget was like really good. And I remember like Eschil and a few other French people I think they won DreamHack and like Primo was just used everywhere. So no, Jackie went out at the time. Jackie went out at the time.
Nah, Jackie wasn't out.
But I'm trying to think. Yeah, I think it was just because of his speed. Like he was ridiculous with his speed.
I like Primo though. Like I was recently playing him on stream. I was like, yo, this brawler is actually mad fun. Like overall.
Oh, yeah, Primo's fun, but he's kind of trashing him there in a minute. It's actually hard to push him now.
You know, Tom's asking you for any tips to improve. By the way, if you want to throw that one out there for him.
Any tips? Basically, just do everything you're not doing already.
There it is. Just whatever you're doing now,
do the opposite.
Do the opposite, and then just like get better.
Femi might qualify, Tom. Thanks.
Oh boy, are you excited for the championship coming up? Just like spectating everything, or?
I mean,
it sucks you guys got eliminated, right? Like, how do you guys like bounce back from that kind of thing?
I mean, it did take me a while. I took like a week break from everything. Like even people on Discord, like no one's seen me in VCs and whatnot. I can't even really remember what happened that week. I think I just chilled with a few of my real life friends because, like, I was that emotionally invested in it. Like my headspace was just constantly thinking about competitive and qualifying. So I never ever gave my time like any space to relax or anything. So as soon as
it's
that,
tough
as soon as I digested it, it just hit me. Like I was fine the next day, the Sunday after we didn't qualify. And then the Monday, it just hit me like a ton of bricks. I think I tried denying it, but I wasn't upset.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like it's so rough putting in all that time, like all year, right? You guys had like such a great season, and then like all of it coming down to that, which were like some great matches, by the way. But it was like I couldn't imagine. Same with Tempo. I was talking to Bobby about the same thing. He was like, "Yeah, like I don't know. I couldn't imagine going through something like that. Just the bounce back period is kind of tough."
So, I mean, I've only just really regained motivation now. It's been like 3 weeks, so it's took me that long to really get
tough.
motivated.
It's tough being like a pro player, a personality, a content creator, and like doing all this sort of stuff. And then like, I don't know. It's just weird to like, because I've had days too where I like feel like trash. I'm like, yo, I don't really feel like streaming. Like it's hard to put on that mask and like fake it. And even for your YouTube videos where you're supposed to be like high energy and stuff like that. It's like hard to fake that kind of thing, you know?
I mean, yeah, I kind of felt like that for like 2 weeks straight. Like, oh, I don't really want to.
Yeah, you got to give yourself some time for sure. Especially like being so invested in that.
Break off YouTube, but I feel like if you take a break from YouTube, it really punishes you with the algorithm. So it's like you almost can't take a break on YouTube.
Yeah, that's what I realized too. I've been getting a lot more into YouTube lately, and it's like, I don't know. Streaming's easy. I just turn my camera on. I just hit go live, and that's it. Like,
and you just be yourself, yeah.
Yeah, we find some stuff to do sometimes, but
yeah.
I don't know.
Streaming can be hard at the same time. Like it's different side. Like you always got the camera on you, so you kind of can't mess up. You've always got to.
It's tough. They have their pros and cons, right? With YouTube, I've realized that like you can kind of just like edit yourself out. Like people don't even know. Like if you just stutter on an intro, cut it. Never happened. Delete it. Peace. Never happened.
It's the power of editing. If you've got
you lose a game, nah, cut it out. Never lost. 100% win rate.
I've never lost. Yeah, exactly.
I might have uploaded one loss in a match to my YouTube channel, and like everyone's like, "Dude, you're so good," and like you don't even know. I just called them out.
The odd time I'll drop a loss and then I'm like, "Oh, I love how you include losses." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not doing that again."
I didn't mean to. It slipped actually.
Yeah.
Sometimes losses are good though, because you can point out like what you did wrong, and then people can be like, "Oh, like don't do that." Kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, when I'm like doing a pushing video, I just tend to hardly ever do it.
Yeah,
because I mean, it's kind of boring to watch.
You've been streamed a little bit, right?
Oh no, I've not streamed really at all. I streamed with Tom a couple of weeks ago. That was the last time.
Do you prefer YouTube, just like recording off stream or off of like live stuff, just recording, editing? Do you have someone edit for you?
Not at the minute, no.
Sheesh.
I mean, it's easy at a minute. I mean, I've started putting more time into actual content the last few weeks. Like before, obviously, like I was constantly just playing the game, pushing ladder, then scrimming, pushing ladder. So I never really had time to do like I would say like proper content. You know, like ideas you had to like think of days in advance.
Constructive ideas, yeah.
Yeah, normally my routine would just be like push ladder, think of an idea on the day, and just kind of put it out there. Whereas now I plan it all out and put a lot more time into content and stuff. But,
yeah, I mean I guess that's what is a good thing about the season being over with competitive. Although I feel like competitive brawl should be like CR, where it's like a couple of months of going hard every week, and then giving the players time to like just do something else, decompress, right? I feel like going hard all year is kind of like too much.
It's actually draining, especially when it can come down to like the last month where a lot of the times, especially EU, there's like 4 really good teams, and then there's a few teams that can like break it next year, I think. But yeah, like you said, I think it'll be the same format next year. So
I think so too. But have you noticed like teams on the come up like getting a lot better? Like some of the I guess like I don't want to call them amateur teams, right? But like some of the team, like the big dogs, right? There's the big dogs, and like have you noticed the teams below the big dogs like increasing at all, or like in terms of skill? Or do you feel like you guys are just like crushing everyone? Besides the big dogs, obviously they're like big matchups, right? Like,
yeah, I'd say most of the time, like we have been like smashing teams outside of the top 4, but then like Code Magic Black and Queso Cup, they're top. So that's KC, D2, Trevor, and I think I forgot the other one.
That's a good team.
And they've won every single game. So they're a team outside the top 4, and they're like smashing it. And then there's like D2's normal team, A for the win. They were like 5th for most of the season until Cerulean took a break. Like they're definitely a team that can break through. And then there's a couple of other teams. So the way we prepared for monthly finals, the last like 3 months, the top teams stopped scrimming against each other. So we tried not to reveal each other's tactics. So then all the top teams started scrimming the lesser teams. Like before, it used to be like a cult where we'd only scrim Code Magic, Clash, SK. Like we'd only really scrim them and AA for the win. But then obviously that tactic came about. SK would stop scrimming us, so we had to find like the teams outside of the top 4. And then I feel like all of them teams are improved because now they're facing the top teams as well.
Yeah, it's good that they're getting that kind of experience, like a chance to play against like really, really good players, like some of the best.
We're doing 2 free scrims a day against all of these teams, and I feel like
that's crazy. Yeah, that's cool though. It sucks that I don't know. It sucks. That's what it comes down to is like not scrimming against the best teams because you want to save your comps, or like. Do you guys always have to worry about people spectating and like jacking your comps and like writing them down? Like, there's probably someone that like writes down your comps 100%.
I mean, it's completely different. So like, where it kind of got really sweatier was when SK Gaming got a coach as well. I think it was Pedro, and he's like, we know he was like a really good coach. And there was this one monthly final where I think where we weren't just like prepared at all. Like we had like a game plan.
Yeah.
And then we were kind of dumb. Because we got like completely hard counted by SK like every single game. Like they just knew our comps were going.
Yeah, that's rough.
And then we kind of switched on and then started changing our strategies up. And then the same happened with Clash. Like there's one monthly final where they won it, but it was because they were scrimming on minis. And we didn't know we were scrimming on minis, so we
dude, they're sneaky, bro. They're sneaky.
Yeah, we were kind of dumb to think about it, though. We were looking at Brawl Stars and we just thought, they're not scrimming too much. They had like 1 scrim a day. Like, we got their comps, we should be fine.
You had no
idea.
And
then like it goes into it, and then like they've got all comps on lockdown.
That's smart though. Like it sucks that you can't just turn off spectators. I feel like that's such a like a I don't even know the word for it. It's just a simple thing to delete in the game or to toggle it off.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
It's just I feel like it'd be better when next year they're talking about. Well, like everyone's saying they should have 2 bans per team.
Yeah, that's exciting.
I think that would like remove this kind of aspect because right now it's just rock paper scissors, literally.
You think so?
But,
like, is that how it really is?
Oh yeah, in the EU it's crazy.
You just like, kind of throw a comp out there and hope you don't get countered.
In a way, because it's not like a comp where I remember Lukey Bear saying on Twitter, like, why can't you just go a comp that's kind of good against everything? But the thing is, other EU teams will know that comp and then probably run a counter to
Build something that counters it. Yeah.
It's just a counter to everything. There's 40 brawlers in the game now, so.
Yeah. So do you like bans too then? I'm sorry. Do you like drafts? Like I saw like this tournament that was just going on was like they were banning game modes and drafting, or I don't even know what was going on. I saw them banning game modes.
Yeah.
So have you played in that?
No, that's tomorrow for us. It's NA at the moment.
Okay.
So that'd be interesting. That's map bans and mode bans.
Yeah, that's really cool.
I
I
feel like
mean, it
that'd be
sounds cool.
interesting.
I don't play competitive, so like, you're getting a
Yeah,
completely like spectators aspect to it. But
yeah. Because obviously now they're trying to push Hot Zone into the competitive pool now,
yeah, what do you
but
think about
pros
that?
don't really like it. And mm, I don't know if
Like,
they've added loads of. Have you seen all the maps they've added for Hot Zone? Like, if you look into the game now, they look awful.
yeah, they don't look good. I mean, Hot Zone is just not that fun in general. Like, call me
No, I
crazy,
feel
but
like I don't know what they need to change about it, but it
I
just doesn't.
feel like,
I just don't enjoy it. Like, it just feels like I'm just camping all the time. And it's
yeah,
not like
like
really fast-paced synergy and like teamwork.
I've thought
I
of
just
a
feel,
game mode that was like Call of Duty, right? Like Hardpoint. Have you played Call of Duty? Like
yeah, 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 yeah.
like a
That's
game
what I
mode like
said as well. Yeah,
Hardpoint.
yeah.
Like,
It moves.
so make the map kind of like, because it wouldn't be like a 3v3 map, right? I feel like you'd have
It'd
to
be
make
bigger,
it
truer.
like I mean the dimensions. Like you'd have to make it so it's like a showdown map almost, I guess. And like,
Yeah.
nah, I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud, but like, I just feel like in general, Hot Zone's pretty. It's just not that good, right? Like if I had to rank my favorite game modes in order from like this is like a ladder player's perspective, I like Gem Grab. I like Siege now with the bolt, like designated spawn kind of thing. I think that's cool. And I
Yeah.
like Brawl Ball, and I think like Bounty, Hot Zone, and the Heist are all kind of bad.
Mhm.
Hot take.
Yeah, I got the same, but Hot Zone I literally never ever play that on ladder. Like it's just I don't know.
Yo, Jesse's kind
It's
of good in Hot Zone. If you guys need, you know what I mean?
yeah,
If you
maybe.
guys need a player, I got you covered, bro. I'm sitting on the bench. I got it warmed up. You feel me?
The bench got Jesse warmed up. Don't worry, I'm a Jesse god.
I hate Jesse
Yeah.
sucks, dude. It's so bad.
She's slowly coming better in the metal,
I just
but
feel like I could have
she'll
picked.
never become good.
I feel like I could have picked any other character to like, and it'd be
To not,
cool.
yeah.
Any other character has had like a
Maybe,
good meta, except for like
maybe Power.
Dynamite. Dynamite sucks, but like,
Oh, Dynamite had a good metal
you think
back
so?
in beta.
Oh well, I'm a global Andy, dude. I played in
Oh,
global.
yeah. Oh,
I've
yeah,
only
you
played
are.
after
Yeah.
it came out. Yeah.
Yeah. So like
So
it's only because there weren't many brawlers in the game, and then there was like a few heist maps where you'd use the star power to jump over the walls and deal damage, and it was like really awkward maps where throwers are really good. So it's literally because of that. But
see,
yeah,
like I've
and
got
you
a
could
working
auto aim
theory.
super.
I've got a
Yeah,
working
like it's
theory about like Jesse's not getting a buff because if you play at lower trophies, like even like 200 to 300 trophies, people in Brawl Ball will just run out right next to each other in the beginning of the game, and you just tap and you hit all of them, and you get a turret in like 2.5 seconds flat.
That's
So
what I think as well. Because obviously you've got to think about the balancing at the low end. So
I
because
don't
of
know, man.
Jesse's so dominant in the low end of trophies,
It's so
it's
stupid.
kind of hard.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I don't know, man. We'll see.
the only way she gets better, I think, is if other brawlers get nerfed. And I don't. What would they improve? Maybe like her star powers.
Like
So
Jessie,
like
I
max.
feel like Jessie with her, like a buff for Jessie, right, would be like, it's hard to hit shots with her, and even when you do hit shots with her, you don't do that much damage, dude. So if they made her shot, if they made her do more damage per shot, but then decreased like the ricochet damage, like so if you hit someone initially, let's say it does like 1500 or something stupid, then the shots that hit someone else after that like decrease and like scale down.
Right.
That'd be cool. That
I
or
think
just
that's
make her
it.
shot shoot faster and like her
They've got to
reload.
do.
It's gotta be faster.
They've got to try something to buff her. She's been trash for so long now.
She's got some good.
But
She's got one
that's
good map.
definitely. Yeah.
It's
What do you
a
think?
safe
That is?
zone.
Safe zone. Oh no, she's got Kaboom Canyon's good for her as well.
True.
It's not. It's like Max is like really good there, so it's hard for her. But
Yeah, I feel like
I think that,
I feel like Amber's gonna be dominant on that kind of situation too.
oh yeah, 100%. Imagine on that map. Oh,
Like-
I've not played it yet. Amber and Max down each lane.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, I
I
can't
don't
wait.
know. I'm sure they got a buff coming for Amber. To be honest, like. Oh, not a
Buff?
buff. Sorry, a nerf. Sorry,
I
I'm
thought
like.
you were being sarcastic though. Like, yeah,
Oh,
they're gonna buff.
come on, man. Yeah. Cursed wants to talk about something juicy, bro. He said he needs some smoke. Look, Cursed, settle down. Well, he did say as soon as you joined in, he did say tell Spen that he's dog shit.
Okay.
I swear, his words, not mine. He said say it as soon as you join the call.
Yeah, I mean, he tells me that every day, 5 minutes.
just gotta
every single
reiterate
5
to you?
minutes he tells me it. So
He
yeah,
keeps you in check.
yeah, he just keeps me in check. He's the best player in the world, so he's got to keep me in check.
That's not true. I'm the best player in the world.
Yeah, it's not true, but we just like to tell him.
You
just
got to
so
give
he
him like a
shuts up.
little, like an attaboy, right? He's like a little kid,
Yeah.
and you got to like give him like a cookie, right? He like feels good, you know.
Exactly. Just gotta like shove him in a corner, tell him to shut up.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly. Something like that, bro. Oh boy. Okay, yo. So I have to dress up as Piper. Do you have any tips for me?
for God's sake.
This is real. I swear to God, this is
But you
real.
actually have to dress up as Piper.
This is 100% real.
Why?
Last
Why?
year, I was like, look, if I ever hit 10,000 followers on Twitch, I will dress up as Piper. You don't really think it's gonna happen.
Why did you agree to that?
After I dressed up as Jesse for 5K, I was like, all right, cool. And I was like feeling so good. I was on stream, dressed up as Jesse, and someone's like, yo, 10,000 followers, Piper. I was like, who cares? I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. I don't give a shit. Nah, I immediately regret it.
Instantly regret it.
It's come full circle now, and I have to buy all this stuff for it. What I was thinking was a Cinderella Halloween costume, right? With the blue dress, a blonde wig. I can find some umbrella at like a thrift store or something, right?
Yeah.
And then like, I guess I was gonna get like she has pink gloves now, so I was gonna get tape and tape my hands up, like a UFC fighter.
Yeah. I mean, the Piper is probably the most embarrassing one you could do. So.
No, I'll be a pretty girl, you know.
I can't believe I did something like that. Like it all came from Tom. I can't believe it was just like a weird conversation, and then it got into like this is how like the cosplay event.
Well, what kind of weird conversation was like? I need some details.
It was just I'm trying to think. I think it was obviously about Ox Pam cosplay, and then Tom was just like, "Oh yeah, would you dress up as Piper with like 1K retweets or something?" I was like, "Well, you're never gonna hit 1K retweets on that."
Yeah, okay.
And then Tom started laughing and then instantly posted it before I'd even agreed to it. I was like,
"Oh my God!"
Like as soon as he tweeted it, I was like, "Oh my God!"
You should have known 1K retweets was simple for you guys.
Yeah, I didn't think it would be possible. Then I realized, like, wait, dressing up as Piper is a big thing. Like,
yeah.
Danny retweeted it like straight away. Danny from Supercell. I'm like, oh no, what have I done?
Yeah, I signed up to do that cosplay event too, right? Because like Ark was like, "Yo, you dressed up as Jesse last year. You love cosplaying." I was like, "Yeah, sure, man. Why not?" Like, and I signed up to do it, and like as soon I was like, "Yo, this is a good opportunity. I'll just get the Piper one out the way right now." And then they said you were doing Piper, and I was like, "Nah, okay, well I can't do that now. I'm not gonna sit here and dress up. You know what I mean? I gotta let you get your spot. I can't put you in shame.
I'd prefer if someone else did it with me. I mean, it was so embarrassing.
You think so?
I felt so uncomfortable. Yeah,
well, in a dress, you just felt uncomfortable.
Yeah. It was, this is the worst experience of my life.
That's the worst experience of your entire life.
No, I'm joking. I mean, it's because I don't it's hard for me to even speak on YouTube and not Twitch. Just like every single time before I go on Twitch or YouTube, like I get really anxious. So
really?
Something like that.
Like your public speaking kind of thing, or?
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, when I'm doing it, I'm kind of fine, but the build up to it, I'm a nervous wreck.
Yeah, I just
overthink everything.
Yeah, you're a thinker, huh?
Yeah.
Me too, for sure, 100%. Like, so I think about things and start worrying about them when they're not even like a really like. It's so strange.
Yeah, but not even like it's not even a problem. You just make up these false scenarios in your head.
Yeah.
And then you ask the person. I don't know, for like example, you just ask like one of your friends, like, "Do you hate me?" I'm like, no. Why would you think that? I'm like, well, I've been thinking the whole day you hate me.
Yeah, it's like because they put like one little period at the end of their sentence or something. Like I had someone one time, right? They were like, I was like talking to them, and I normally don't like punctuate my sentences when I text them. I'm like, "Yo, what's up?" No period, right? And like one time I like put a period, and they were like, "Yo, like, are you okay? Like, why are you so mad at me? What are you talking about?" But
I feel kind of bad. It's like funny. It's like funny to laugh at in ways, but because it's so stupid.
So were you nervous to come on here then too? Were you like hyping yourself up for like 15 minutes or like?
A little bit. I wasn't too nervous. But...
Yeah, I feel that. See, that's like that kind of anxiety kind of thing. Like I have panic attacks. You do, like, have you had panic attacks too, or like do you just get kind of like worked up in your head?
I get I have sometimes get like anxiety.
Like I get to that point where like my hands start shaking and like you don't. It's so weird, dude. I've had this thing where like I don't feel real.
Yeah.
and I looked it up, and like it's an actual thing, and then your heart starts racing. I'm like, what is happening to me, dude?
Oh my
It turns
God.
out that's just like
Yeah.
anxiety. So yeah, that's what I want to touch on too a little bit. I know we've been like kind of talking about less serious stuff like crumpets, whatever a crumpet is, and like shit like that. But your tweet a couple, if it was like a month ago, 2 months ago,
Yeah.
about like your mental health kind of thing, that must have felt good. Like, were you scared to put that kind of stuff out there?
Oh, 100%. Like,
Like, opening up on the internet's weird, dude.
yeah. I mean, me personally, I thought I'd be the only person not to do something like that. Like, in the tweet, I didn't even touch on it as much as I could have. But
Yeah,
in a sense, like, I literally don't tell really anybody about how I think or how I feel.
yeah, same.
Like, I always try and like just put that aside and just I think I'm like my family members, my friends, trying to help them.
Mm-hmm.
And like, it got to the point trying to think what actually like triggered that moment.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think what actually triggered that moment, but like something was in me. Like I just need to get something. I just need to clear my mind. I need to like put it out there and
yeah.
like
So did that feel
say
good?
what I
Like, a lot of
experienced.
people also like responded to that really
Yeah.
well. Like, I saw like overwhelming support. Like, people also coming out and like saying
Mm.
their story and like their side of
That,
things regarding their mental health and stuff like that.
that was crazy to me. I didn't expect one person to like come out and say stuff about them.
Yeah, you
Like, kind of
know,
forget
I
a
don't
lot of
know,
people
man.
experience it too. Like, well, I know, yeah, a lot of people do experience it too, but I just thought people would like just get to know me a bit better more and like just maybe not well think before they say something to me because even like nasty comments on YouTube, like sometimes I laugh at them, but then
Sometimes
sometimes
they
I'm
kind of
like,
sting for like,
yeah,
yo,
sometimes this thing I'm like, just
fatty. It's like, what?
I know, I don't mind a fatty jokes for like mates, but like, yeah, you get what I mean. Like stuff like that will play on my mind. So I just thought I need to put something out there, get it all off my chest, and
Yeah.
like something I've been needing to do for ever since I was young is just to say how I feel.
Uh-huh.
But it was scary, but I never ever thought I'd get that many people
Why do you
respond
think you
to it.
keep it bottled in? This isn't like a mental deep dive or anything, but like,
Yeah.
because I also do the same thing where like I don't tell anyone nothing. I don't tell anyone anything at all. But I
Mhm.
wonder why that is.
I'm mainly because
It could be like a reflection of like being afraid of how people would respond to it or something
yeah,
like that.
that's the big thing for
Some
me.
subconscious like fear of that.
Like I don't want to dive too much into things because
Yeah,
I want to
yeah.
make sure they're okay.
Yeah.
Like, in that sense, like I don't want to bother someone in case they're going through stuff themselves. So I kind
Yeah.
of want to. I'd rather talk about their feelings and I don't try and help them rather
More than
than
helping yourself.
me push something on and like be
Yeah.
a burden. I think the big one is like being a burden to someone.
You just feel like you're
Like,
bugging them.
yeah, that's what I mean. Like, even though if they told me continuously every single day, like, I want to help you, man.
That
Like,
reassurance kind of
I
thing.
really care about you. Like, if someone even said that every single day, in the back of my head, I'd be like, oh, I still don't want to
Yeah,
like
but like,
bother
oh,
them with
fuck. Like,
this.
I hope he doesn't
Yeah,
hate me. Like,
yeah, like legit. That's
yeah.
how I feel. Like, someone could tell me to love me every single day, all day, and I'd be like,
And you still doubt it.
the person hates me. Yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
Trust issues.
Yeah. See, you think it's trust issues? I don't know. My shit's like,
In a way, in a way.
I just get so panicked for like no reason at all.
Hmm.
Like, I'll sit there and like I'll start feeling weird. Like a sign of like my things are going like my like I'm losing it is like my hands get really sweaty.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know. I start thinking about the dumbest things. I'm like, why am I even worried about that? It's like not even, I don't know. So it's not so much of like me recording or like me streaming like makes me nervous or anything.
Hmm.
It's just it's weird for a content creator to like have that. You know what I mean? Like if you didn't tell me that, I would have never guessed. Like you got kind of like worked up with that kind of stuff.
Yeah. That's what a lot of people assumed as well. But when I tweeted it out, I was just like, oh, I'd never thought that. But like a few close friends of mine, like kind of always knew something was like never, well, something was up with me because even for like social events,
Hmm.
like I'd kind of want to like go out with friends, but then back in my mind, I was like, oh no, I'm just gonna stay at home. Like I don't want to. What if something happens when I go out? Like
Yeah.
I don't know. Like what if someone like it's a bit extreme? Like what if someone stabs me? Like what if someone beats me up if I'm like walking from A to B? Like that kind of thing.
Just some super
Like,
obscure scenario that you're just creating in
like
your own barrier in
exactly.
your head. You know?
And then I'll go and I'll like have a really good time.
Yeah.
I'm like, why did I work myself up over this? It's just dumb stuff
Super
like that.
strange. I mean, it just goes to show you though that like it's not only like a lot of people have problems in their head and people think that they're the only ones with those problems. So it's nice for people with a bit of a following, with a bit of a platform like yourself to like open up about it. Because then I think about how many people that affected in like a really positive way, you know? That's a big thing. It's really underrated.
I read basically like every story I've seen on Twitter.
It felt good.
And that one, like it did feel really good. I was like, oh, I did actually like do something.
Like
positive.
you actually helped out.
Yeah, I actually helped out. I was like, okay, like it helped myself out, but better, it helped other people come to terms with like the first stage of it was like acceptance, like kind of realize you got these issues or like problems with yourself, and then the next step is like talking to someone about it, or I don't know, having that discussion with someone else that cares about you, because a lot of people feel like they've got no one that cares for them, but in reality, they have a bunch.
Yeah, especially as like creators, like it's even like people that probably didn't even respond or like the tweet, at least read it and they're like, oh, okay, like we understand now, you know?
Yeah.
So that's really cool. I just wanted to touch on that. I didn't want to dive too deep into all the mental health sort of stuff. I like to keep it lighthearted, but also things that are relevant towards just society in general. I think it's important to touch on, at least for a little bit.
For sure. It was nice talk.
It was good, bro. Right? It's not bad.
Yeah,
that's the
we're
point.
Civil humans sometimes.
What were you thinking before you came on? Like, did you watch the one with Bobby at all? Like, even for a second, or no? You won't hurt my feelings.
No, I watched the first like 5 minutes. And,
oh, so you knew what to expect, or like, what was your?
In a way, yeah. I just wanted to see Bobby's face.
No one wants to see Bobby's face. Let's be real about it. Ain't no one want to see Bobby's face. Yo, Bobby kind of looks like a chicken nugget.
Like a chicken nugget? What did you say? Oh god, what? Because he eats it that much.
I think he eats so many chicken nuggets, he's starting to look like one.
Oh god.
You know what I mean?
Poor Bobby. Yeah, he's always had that problem. It's just so funny. Oh, what you eating today? Oh, McDonald's. Oh, shock.
You know, one time I was like playing with him, and he's like, "Yo, be right back. I'm gonna make some food." I'm like, "Yo, what you making?" He goes, "I'm making pasta and hot dogs." I said, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna make some pasta," and then he cuts up the hot dog and puts it in the pasta.
What?
I was like,
that's some type of meal, like people in like I don't know where it's like in America, but like unique accommodations. That's like them kind of
Canada.
Like, in a way, like a really lazy meal. Like just shove whatever it is you find in like a.
I do that at my house. Like when I'm at my house, and like I'm really hungry, and I pull up to the fridge and I open it up and there's nothing, and I close it and I go back like 5 minutes later, I open it up again and there's nothing. I'll start like combining really random things together and like making a meal. Like it's a struggle, bro.
I get what I mean, yeah.
It's a struggle. Okay, so you guys from chat, if you guys want to ask questions or have anything that you guys want to hear us talk about, feel free to like throw it in there. You know, we touched on a majority of the topics that I wanted to talk about, but if you guys have more questions, we'll be happy to field them and give you kind of like a more in-depth answers. Oh yeah, true. Where does your name come from?
I'm gonna explain it in my 100K special.
Okay. Save it. You can save it. It's all good.
Yeah, a lot of people know, but like I kind of mess around with it. I'll say it's a bunch of different things. Like Loki carries, loves cursed, like loves.
Spen loves cursed. No one loves cursed. Let's be honest, man.
No one loves cursed. I love cursed. Come on.
Yo, off topic for a second. I can't comment I love Brawl Stars on anyone's videos anymore.
Why?
I think, I swear to God, I was doing it before stream while you guys were playing. I can't comment I love Brawl Stars. I can comment anything else, but the words I love Brawl Stars, it won't let me comment them.
What, on any channel?
On anything. Hold on, I'm gonna do it on my phone and I'll try and send it. And like, yeah, any channel, not even anyone that's like Brawl Stars or anything.
That's kind of crazy.
I think I got like shadow banned or something.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, you got shadow banned from putting.
I can comment anything else, but it's probably just a spam filter.
Yeah, that's what I think it is.
This is what I got.
Like you know how bots, I don't know, spam like, please join this, blah 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 blah. What does it
Yeah.
say? Can't read it.
There we go. It's focused. It's just an error.
What's error? Yeah.
I don't even know. I just got an
Oh,
error.
damn it. Why are you gonna comment now?
I'm gonna
Brawl Stars
comment.
I
I
love. Can
really
you put
love
Brawl
Brawl
Stars I
Stars.
love or not? I really love Brawl
I
Stars.
really love Brawl Stars, or just something stupid. I don't know. We'll see. I'll
I
have to come up
really,
with something new. Do you know the amount of people that reply to my comment and they're like, "Yo, you're a bot," but I think they're telling me I'm bad at the game or something, which doesn't matter to me. Who cares if I'm good or bad? Like whatever, right? But they're commenting and telling me that I am a actual AI like robot commenting everything. So I don't know, man.
Okay. But then again, that is a bit like some people won't get the joke, so they'll just think, "Oh, this guy's a weirdo.
Yeah.
Why is he just putting this?" But that
I'm
makes
just
it
being
funny, I
funny.
think.
Like yeah,
Yeah,
people that don't
I think
understand.
that makes it funnier.
What's your favorite G Fuel flavor? That's something people
Uh,
keep asking me.
I mean, I've not really tried too many, but I like Raging Gummy Fish. I've
Yeah,
only had like 4 flavors really.
I never had G Fuel ever.
I mean, I never really had it until Tribe sponsorship. But
It's
I
just
always
like
kind of wanted it.
it's like caffeine, right? It's like energy. That's it.
Yeah, basically.
I
I
just
mean,
have coffee, bro. I'm a big coffee guy.
yeah, I can't really have coffee because it doesn't agree with me anymore. Like, I used to have coffee every day at work, and then now it just makes me feel really bad. So I
Like
can't have it.
hurts your stomach or like
Yeah, it
mentally
hurts my
bad
stomach.
or okay.
It hurts my stomach really bad, so I can't have it anymore.
Wait, what did you
But
used to do for work?
um,
Or is it
I
secret
used to
too?
basically, oh no, it's not a secret. For like 2 years, it's basically a bunch of like account management, like that's what I would call it, and just a bunch of like admin work. But
Okay.
I didn't really enjoy it because I would go to work every day and just do a bunch of work
Like
and
just stuff you
with a
didn't really
bunch of
care about.
yeah, a bunch of people. Well, I couldn't really progress well in the job I did, but I just really liked the people at the
Yeah.
office.
That's what I like
So
too. I was like on jobs I
yeah,
used to have, I like to it was cool depending on who I was working with.
yeah.
Like you check the schedule, you're with some of your homies, you're like, yo, it's gonna be so great.
It's gonna be
It's
like
awesome. Yeah.
it's kind of how it is though. Like at the minute, obviously, don't have a job like that anymore. I do this full time, but beforehand it was well, kind of that kind of real life jobs is about.
Yeah.
Like the
It's
people you work
so
with, I find like people you work with more than the actual job itself.
yeah. So I guess something I asked Bobby too in the first interview, which I think is interesting to get people's like origin story, right? Is what made you want to upload videos to YouTube? As like what got you into doing it at first?
In the beginning. All right.
The
So this
earliest stories.
so the earliest stories where you can literally like see on YouTube now. I don't know. I think you can see it on the homepage. Like from when I actually created this account, it was a long time ago. I don't know when you started watching YouTube, but I started. It said joined the 4th of April 2011, and I know that's so early. Like, I watched so many different content creators like ever since I
Wow.
was little. Like from the people like, do you know the Sidemen from the UK?
Yeah. Like
Like
KSI.
Vix and KSI. I watched them
Vintage
since I was
KSI. Yeah.
very, very small because back in like when I was really young,
Yeah.
like a bunch of my friends used to watch them and we used to watch it in class and stuff. And I kind of just always fell in love with like content creation, that side of things.
Mm-hmm.
But and then like it got into Supercell games where I think a friend showed me Clash of Clans.
Yeah.
And then I used to like always play it and then always go on YouTube and like check all the best like
You watch Beef Pat play.
yeah, Beef Pat.
Yeah.
Used to work all the best map, like all the best base guide
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that. And then it went on to Clash Royale.
Uh-huh.
So a friend showed me it. It was like, oh yeah, these like made Clash of Clans. I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. It's like a card game. So then I played that game so much.
Yeah, I
and
binged it.
I used to I've failed like a lot of subjects just because I used to play Clash Royale lesson. Oh, legit.
Oh, you were big into CR too? Like you
Oh yeah.
you grinded
But
CR?
I wasn't really that good at it, but I used to grind it. I used to play it a lot
Yeah.
because it was really pay to win. So I couldn't technically be top tier at it because I never had max
That's why I
times.
stopped playing too. It's like, dude,
Yeah, I gave up.
I didn't want to spend any money on it at
And
all.
Clash Royale was like you put money into the game, and it's like, oh, you didn't even touch anything.
No,
Like,
it's bad.
no,
It's really, really bad.
like nothing's progressed here.
Yeah.
So like pro players and CR, I learned. That's when I quit. When I learned how much you have to do. Like it's like 10K to max an account.
That's stupid.
I'm like, what?
That's
How
ridiculous.
am I supposed to ever compete?
Mm.
So, I mean, I kind of always got inspiration off just watching YouTube, literally religiously since I was young. But I
Yeah,
was
and then you were
never,
like, yo, I could do this. Like,
yeah, I was never good at anything or confident enough at anything. And then obviously we found Brawl Stars through Clash Royale, through Molt,
mhm.
Chief Pat. You know, when they did, have you gone back to see that
Dude,
on YouTube?
I played beta Brawl Stars
Yeah,
for 1 day.
one day.
Yeah, I got
Wow.
my Shelly to like 100 trophies or something. I'm like, yo, let's keep.
Yeah,
I have no one to play with. I just quit straight up. Never went back.
true. Yeah, that's kind of the reason why I
That
fell in love
was
with Brawl Stars though, because of the community and meeting new people and
yeah.
grinding.
See, I was just way too good, and then like people didn't want to play with me because I was like, nah, it's tough. I don't know. So then I just
Yeah.
quit the game. I went back to it like a year later after Global, and then you know, after that it was kind of the rest is history. But
Yeah.
yeah, I've
But that's
been on YouTube since like, what year did Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 come out? Like 2008 or 9?
I think around it.
One of those
Or
years.
20,
That's when
yeah.
I started watching YouTube. I was in like,
Same. Yeah.
I was like binge watching Call of Duty YouTube.
That's exactly when I fell in love with it because I remember my cousin showed me Modern Warfare 2 and I was like, wow, this game's like so good.
Mm-hmm.
And then I like searched up online and then like obviously found YouTube and then used to watch and Modern
Yeah.
Warfare 2 is like the game I fell in love with, like gaming. And like FIFA. I used to always play FIFA, like football.
Yeah, I
FIFA.
love FIFA.
Yeah.
Big. I played well football, or I don't know why America calls it soccer. Still can't figure
Yeah,
it
no, I
out.
remember you saying that the other day on
Still
stream. I was
can't
like,
figure it out.
yes,
But I've been playing my
it's
whole
like
life.
my guy.
Still been playing my whole life. I wish I could like pick up with a team now and play. I
Yeah.
still got my boots in the closet. They're dirty.
Yeah.
They're covered in mud.
I used to play football all the time until about 3 years ago.
Why'd you stop?
And then I don't know, it's just I kind of got a bit. I just fell out of love with it. I was really good at it at like a local level, and then I just slowly started falling out of love with it. And then that was like another thing. I'll touch on it briefly from like my mental stuff. Like
Yeah.
before each game, like I would get so worked up, and it kind of like made me start playing really bad. Like in my mind, I just couldn't play properly, so I just kind of quit. But
Does that affect you
watch it
like
now.
Brawl Stars too, or you think it's more normal now?
Only beforehand. So
Yeah.
like before games, I'll like be really nervous. Like I can't control it. Like it's really bad sometimes. And then as soon as I'm in a game or like getting in a mindset,
Yeah,
I'm
you
like,
just like shake it off. You're like, all right,
I'm like Super Saiyan.
back to business. Yeah,
In
exactly.
that sense,
Back
like
to business.
I hardly ever get nervous. Like my heart hardly ever races when I'm like even in a high pressure situation. There's like no moments where I'm like panicking, and there's only been like a few scenarios where my heart's been like I can't breathe. Like it's that intense. But
sometimes it's good. Like having like the fact that you feel that way about something is like, it sucks to feel that way, but it means you care.
Yeah.
And like you're passionate about that, which is, I want to double back to like, it's weird going from like a job, like a normal job, like you go to work and then you come home, like, and then like being a content creator, because I feel like it fills a void of like that creativity or like passion aspect to it. Like, did you notice it? I mean, obviously you got to know the difference, right? Because you quit your job to do that. So it's like
100%.
It's such a weird transition going from that. You know?
Yeah, I mean, it felt like, because at the time, like I'll touch on this a bit about my story. Like I used to like go to work 8 hours a day, and then all the travel time back home, and then by that time it's like 5 o'clock. I'd like eat dinner. I'd be like, and then I'd go to sit down. It's like 6 o'clock already. So I've got like 4 productive hours probably until I feel really tired to like, I don't know, scrim, try and play a bit of a ladder, maybe relax. So in that time frame, I just couldn't do anything. And that was all the way stemming back from like the world finals. Like I hardly ever played any ladder. I was always, all my brawlers were like 525 trophies. I'd like push like 2 1K brawlers. Then like for Tom on the other hand, like Tom like, had school, but like he had so much free time. He was pushing rank 35s every day. Like,
yeah.
So I kind of felt as well, like when I started posting, this is after we won Worlds, and started posting YouTube content, I felt like there was always something in the back of my mind where I couldn't put in the like content I wanted to. I couldn't grind the game. I couldn't like put all this time in because work was in the way. So
yeah,
it was either
so you were just like,
one of the things I had to drop.
I'm going.
Either Brawl Stars, yeah, it was either Brawl Stars or
that's cool.
my job. And it's obviously not going to be Brawl Stars, is it? So
Yeah, I had a similar experience too because I was streaming Fortnite like a lot, right? And then
Mm.
this was like Fortnite was popular. This is like December 2018, right? And then I streamed Fortnite for 2 years, bro, and I had 60 followers on Twitch. And I put in like
Oh my God.
hours, like big boy
Really?
hours, like almost every single day of the week. I was like streaming as much as I possibly could.
Damn.
I got 60 followers in 2 years. I didn't even get affiliate on Twitch.
Mm.
You know what you need for affiliate? You need to average 3 viewers.
Oh
You
no.
know what I mean?
Oh,
So
that's a hustle, though. Like, yeah,
so
like Kirst said, like I respect that.
you know what I mean? And
That
so after that, I started playing Brawl Stars, and then like I was like, yo, I could stream this game, like whatever, I'll play it. And then from that, it was just like over. And then I was like, well, actually no, hold on. Before I started streaming Brawl Stars, I started playing again December 23rd was my first Brawl Stars stream.
Yeah.
I quit my job like right the 18th or something, like right before that. And I was like, yo, I'm gonna stream for 5 months. I paid my brother rent for 5 months, and I was like, yo, I'm just gonna try and stream every single day. And
Yeah.
then like 4 days later, I picked up Brawl Stars again, started streaming it, and then like after that, it was just like I just went, you know.
Yeah.
So it feels
That's
good.
amazing.
It was like
Yeah.
I took a really big gamble. It's like, yo, I'm just gonna quit. I'm just gonna go for it. Who cares? I'm gonna send it.
Do you have a job now?
No,
Or
just straight
oh,
up this. Well, Facebook really helped with that, right? Because I had like the Facebook gig that was going on over the past year,
yeah.
so that
Mhm.
was nice. Uh, but it's also nice to get back to Twitch and start getting back in my business. You
Yeah.
know.
I mean, it's a big step. Like a lot of people realize, like you don't just become successful like straight away. You don't just, I don't know, like spawn onto Brawl Stars and just instantly become good at the game.
Well,
Like you don't.
unless you're me, but like, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Not everyone can be this
Yeah. That
talented.
one's natural talented, like McLeese. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
you get what I mean. Like most people kind of forget the come up from like where it like came from. Like for you, you grinded Fortnite for so long, and like, people obviously don't realize that. I didn't realize that. So
It makes
it's
you
like
appreciate like where you come from, type
yeah, it's
thing. You know.
really impressive, guys. But I kind of never really went through that stage in terms of content because I was always too scared to do that type of stuff.
Yeah, that's
Like,
I wanted to upload Call of Duty when I was in high school, and I was like too
oh,
afraid to.
same.
I was too
Yeah,
afraid to do it because I didn't want people to like bully me.
laugh.
You
Yeah.
know,
Mm-hmm.
like I was the
Exactly
guy
the
in
same.
my school. Like I was the guy that played Call of Duty a lot, but like I wanted to make videos. One of my friends started making videos. I'm like, yo, look at this guy, he's killing it, right?
Oh,
Kids in my
God.
school, they
Yeah.
pulled up his video
Oh,
on the board in the class when the teacher walked out.
oh,
And I was
no.
playing with him in the video, but I wasn't like talking. It was just
Yeah.
gameplay. And I was like, oh no, dude. And he's like doing the commentary. He's like, what's going on, guys?
Oh,
And I'm like, oh my bro, you did him
ah,
so dirty, dude. I felt
yeah.
so bad. And then he like deleted
Yeah.
his channel and stopped uploading after that. I'm
Oh,
like, that's so toxic.
yeah. I mean, I've had a similar situation happen to someone new at school as well. Like they uploaded like a FIFA video and like a commentary, and it like sounded awful in it, and he kind of got bullied for it. I
It's
felt so
so
bad, but
annoying. Yeah.
at the
Because you're
same
like
time,
low
like
key, like, yo, I want to do that. But like, hey, I'm
yeah,
glad you took that.
exactly.
But I
Yeah.
wish I would have just sent it. Like, who cares? Now I've gotten to a point in my life, like I used to really care a lot about like what people thought of me, and then I woke up one day. It was just so random. I woke up, I was like, yo, I don't care what anyone says.
Exactly.
Like
Yeah.
it was such a weird transition. I can't really describe it. It was like I literally woke up one morning and I was like, I don't care if like people don't like me. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
weird transition.
That's a good thing to have because most of them also from the mental side of things, like I used to care too much what people thought of me.
Of course.
Like I was always trying to be liked by others, but then I think recently I've became a bit more like I don't know how you say it, like
Thick-skinned.
thick-skinned. That's it. That's it. Thick-skinned, where I'll see a comment and I'll just like laugh about it now. Like, oh well.
Yeah,
Like,
like you got to realize that if people are like talking bad about you, you're either A, doing something good, or like B, you got to come from their perspective. It's like, how sad is your life? Like for people, if someone comes to my stream and they're like, yo, you're trash, quit the game.
Yeah.
Like, okay, like how pathetic is everything going on in your life? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I don't get. Like, I just don't get people hating
It's
on
so
success.
weird.
Yeah,
It's so weird.
really weird because I'm from like my background, like my family brought me up well, and like I was never really disrespectful to people like that.
Of course.
And like I would never go onto a streamer and be like, "Oh, you suck! Like, what are you doing?" Or comment someone's post like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you're ass
You
at this
suck.
game," or
Yeah, exactly.
exactly. I just don't like. I couldn't ever do that. And then
It's so
kids in
weird,
this
man.
generation like thrive off it.
Dude,
Like,
they'll just send it, you know? They don't really
yeah,
care at all.
I'm
But
like constantly like, oh my god, like some of the DMs I get after tournament days are just hilarious. Like the funniest one was when we beat Clash one day on stream, on stream, and like a span at the end, and like did a sad emote. And, like I was spinning quite crazy because you know,
of course, you gotta
I was happy.
Let them know.
I actually I was happy, but I was letting them know at the same time. And my DMs were on fire.
Because
like, I got over
spinning?
100 DMs. Yeah, like, especially the Spanish community as well. Like,
you think spinning is that bad? Like, you think spinning's that disrespectful?
I used to, but now, I mean, I sometimes get a little bit mad. Like if someone's trash at the game and they've spun him, I'm like, what? Why is he spinning? He's
yeah, exactly.
trash.
I do that too. But then at the same time, I'm like, yo, like, who really cares? Like,
at the same time, I'm like, I do this all the time, so
it's like
it shouldn't hurt people's feelings really deep down.
It's like vintage Call of Duty. You know what I mean? Like when you shoot someone, like you shoot bodies, or like you teabag them in Halo. That was like the disrespect. Like if you pulled up on someone, if you killed someone in Halo and you pulled up on them and just you stood over top of them and just teabagged them, like that was BM, prime BM. I don't know, man. I also like if you played Call of Duty and you played Search and Destroy and you were in the game chat with people, you just built different. You're on a different come up if you like could survive a public Search and Destroy
in
like, public chat. It's a different story. It's a different generation. That's a defining playground right there.
People would not last. Like the younger generation would not last in our era.
Dude, it's not.
No way.
Or like a 1v1 on Rust.
Yeah, exactly. Like the amount of crap you would talk to them before you like loaded in. Like,
dude. I have a friend that I met on that game because I was partied up with like 5 of my friends, and we were really into quick scoping and stuff like that. And this other guy, a random guy in the like enemy team, was like also quick scoping, and we were like my friend and like him were just like talking so much trash in between all the rounds, and then it came to a point where my friend's like, "Yo, 1v1 me," and everyone's like, "Oh shit," like yo, and so then they 1v1, and then like. I forget, it doesn't even matter who won. But we were like, yo, do you want to come play with us? And he was like, yeah, sure. And I'm still friends with him to this day. He's the guy that got me the Facebook contract. He's like my manager, kind of. He's still my friend. It's been like 13 years. Yeah, we keep in touch. 13? Yeah. It's, well, whatever it's been. 2009 is Call of Duty.
Yeah.
So, okay, like 11 years, not 13. But still, you know what I mean? Over a decade of friendship.
Yeah.
Crazy story.
People like my parents and stuff, like people older, they just don't kind of understand that.
Like online friends are real friends.
Yeah. Like going back to a story of my first competitive event, it was January 2019. It was Dortmund, it was first ever Brawl Stars, like big tournament. I don't know if you remember that. It's called like Red Bull MEO.
Okay, yeah, it's familiar.
Yeah, and like leading up to it, trying to explain to my parents, like I knew for a fact they were gonna hate it. They were gonna say, "No, you're not doing this. You're not doing this." Like straight away, as soon as I told them, like I remember telling my dad, and he was like, "You like crazy? You're like an idiot. Like you're dumb." Like, he kept saying it to me like 10 times. You're dumb. And then like, my sister was like laughing at me. My sister's boyfriend was laughing at me. I was like, "Wow."
They didn't understand like what was going on.
Did not understand. And then I literally sat down and spoke to him. I think later in the day. Like an hour and just explained everything. Like
I had a different experience though.
Yeah, I'm like I'm not dumb, you know. Like you think I'm dumb, but
you sat him down, told him.
Yeah, like you think I'm done, but you know I've been doing gaming, like playing with friends and whatnot. The community, I've been in it for like 9 years. Like it's not scary for me. Like I'm grown. Like I was 19 at the time. Like,
I'm grown.
Gotta let me do my own thing. I know I'm a sheltered person, but.
Yeah,
you know, I kind of have to persuade them more with money. Like, think of what I could be earning, like compare it to other things. Like, in Call of Duty, these people earn this. Like, maybe could go into that. So that's kind of how I let them, or they let me travel. Because I never traveled either. I hadn't traveled since I was like 6 years old to a different country on a plane.
Like by yourself.
And I was doing it on my own as well, not just with family.
Oh, just in general? Yeah, I've never been on a plane. I'm terrified of planes.
Really? Never been on one?
Terrified. Absolutely terrified.
Yeah. So was I when I first went on one. But luckily it was only for like an hour and a half.
Yeah,
So it's kind of fun.
I'm beyond terrified of
Yeah.
airplanes. I don't know.
Same.
I like it's just I don't know, dude. It's like I said, it's irrational. But anyway, yeah.
I think, yeah, I do feel the same. I mean, I remember as well the funny story about that was I was so nervous flying to Germany,
Mhm.
and at the time I was used to speak to Ark, like constantly, like that's how
Ark's a
like we
homie.
connect. Yeah, but I remember before I boarded, he sent me about 10 messages, and like all of them were about the plane crashing,
What
and
the?
I'm just like, are you serious, Ark? Like I'm actually scared, and you're sending this, and he's just dying. He's like, here's the brace position in case you crash, and I'm like, what? Like,
Ark's a savage, yo.
yeah, I'm like you're a
Ark's a
I said, when I
gangster.
get back home, you're getting it, like seriously.
Ark's a gangster. Wow, that's
Like,
crazy.
he just didn't even care, just straight up. Like,
Yeah.
he's all these
See,
things to scare
like
him.
when I told my parents, I was like, "Yo, this is what I'm gonna do at some point. I don't know when, but this is gonna happen." I'm like, "Yo, I'm gonna play video games and make money." My parents were like, they never like said I couldn't do it or that it was dumb or anything. They just like I have a weird relationship with my parents where like they let me do whatever I want because they trust me to not make bad decisions. Even with life or like in high school, I was like, yo, we're going to this party. I'm not going to drink or anything though. And I'll be back like later on in the night. Or like, I never had a curfew to come home. Like my parents weren't like, yo, be home by 11:30. I'd just pull up at like 3 a.m. I'm like, all right, cool. Peace. Like, and so when I was like explaining to them what my ambitions were to do with things, they were just kind of like, all right, like if you need anything, let us know. I'm like, all right, cool. Like they never. So people tell me that their parents like doubted them or like their parents think their decisions suck or something, and it's hard for me to like. Usually, I can like see both sides of a perspective and like give a like a well-rounded opinion on it. But it's weird. I've never had that experience where like my parents like just didn't trust me.
Support, yeah. I mean, now like I've got their full support completely, but
Yeah.
at that time I felt so alone because in my mind, like I had this vision of what I wanted to like become like. I eventually be like a content creator, like the likes of like Lex and Chorus at the time. They were like popping off.
The big dogs.
Like Ray as well, and Ark was doing it. Time Coach Corey, you know, them kind of people. I was like, you know, I kind of want to like do this kind of thing, but it was so hard to try and explain to my parents because it's just like it's completely random to them. Like meeting strangers online, like what the hell is that?
Yes,
but
it's weird, man. It's weird.
But now I kind of. But
now you know. Now you're popping. Hey.
Now they know. I mean, I don't really tell them too much now, to be honest.
They just trust you to like, you're like, all right.
In terms of like how much money I earn, like they don't really know anything.
Yeah,
like,
you just call it work.
Yeah, I'm just like, you know, I've got enough money. Like, just trust me.
You're doing all right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Throughout my kind of life, my parents were always kind of a bit strict. Like, they sheltered me too much.
Like, come home at this time.
Yeah, or just make sure
curfew.
Like, trying to kind of like maybe worried, but then at the same time have a smart mind about things. Just be careful. We always want to be careful. We always stress that. Like, but that kind of made me have the personality of, oh, I don't really want to do that. Like
because of like
I guess I won't do that.
Maybe that's where that kind of like anxiety comes from. Is like you've been trained to like think that way about different situations. You know, like if they emphasize care and like being careful, right? And then like it comes to the point where like now you're going to do stuff, but like you're thinking in the back of your mind like, yo, what if this happens or this happens or this happens?
Yeah, I was
it's weird. It's crazy. Like psychology is interesting. That's why I like to bring it up a lot and like talk about it. It's just weird, or not weird, but like it's interesting how different things affect people, like being raised differently, different situations.
Yeah, I think it's like in a way they probably shelter me too much because now I don't really do a ton of things for myself. Like I said about cooking, like my mum and dad just do that. But
cooking's fun.
Yeah, I think it would be fun once. Like I think next year, like me and Tom were talking about moving out and getting a house together. Like I would love that. But before that, yeah, I've not really spoken about that.
That's cool.
Yeah, like I really want to do that because I want to just do something for myself.
That sounds fun. Like living in an atmosphere.
So fun.
Living in an atmosphere with people that are doing the same thing that you're doing.
Yeah.
Sounds awesome.
and I kind of need someone like Tom's completely different. Well, not completely different to me, but like in a sense, like he's got a lot more motivation for YouTube, and like I probably need someone like next to me or
Someone
like
to push
near me
you.
to push me. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly, and
that's
like
good.
get me motivated to do something.
That's good.
Well, yeah.
Okay, chat. Look, rapid fire questions. Whatever you say, we'll answer as quick as we can, or we'll get through some things for about 10 minutes, and we're gonna wrap it up.
So how long
Does that
we
sound
even
like a
been?
plan? We've been here for like
Yeah,
an hour, probably.
I could talk for like
Hour
hours sometimes.
10. Hour
Yeah.
10. I never
Yeah.
have like a I never have like a time frame on this. I just
Mhm.
roughly like an hour seems good to me.
Yeah,
I don't know.
for sure.
Like I was skeptical because I don't know. Like we never talked. This is the
Mhm.
first time we are in a voice chat with each other.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it's hard to gauge whether people are gonna have that kind of external or internal personality. You know, where they're like, if I'm doing most of the talking and then like you're kind of like on the defensive.
I
But I
don't
feel
know.
like you've talked more than me. This is your
Yeah.
podcast now. You
In a
completely
way,
hijacked it.
in a way, I'm normally the person that's like really shy. I just let someone else speak. Like for some meetings, like
It's like an Among
me and
Us.
Tom, yeah, the same with that. Yeah, and then like well, no, like meetings as well. Like serious meetings. Like me and Tom are like involved like recently in a few meetings,
Mhm.
and I just let Tom do all the talking. Like I just sit there and like beforehand, I'd talk to Tom like, yeah, you say this. Like I'm too scared to say anything. You can do it.
Hey, let's see. Let's see. What does LC mean? He's gonna cover it in a later video. We're not gonna answer questions about money. That's like you don't really ask people what they make. Just pro tip. It's kind of like a bit intrusive, you know.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of my money goes on other people. That's what I'm gonna say.
That's fair.
Like,
You gotta take care of your people.
mhm. Like, you may say,
Tips
look,
on
you have loads
streaming.
of that
Tips on streaming. Just stream. Like
because,
like a lot. I get that a lot because I mostly stream. I've recently just like started revamping my YouTube channel, but like I mostly stream, and so then like with streaming, a lot of people like to just like think about what they're like.
gotta do.
You like, for example, you're in the chat asking tips for streaming. Like, why aren't you streaming? You know what I mean? I'm not
Yeah,
saying leave. I want you to stay, right? I want you to consume the content, but also you got to be your own motivation to like go out and get it. And like, the more you stream, the more opportunities you're gonna have. Like, if you stream Brawl Stars, if you stream long enough, eventually someone's gonna host you that's like really big.
yeah.
That's it. That's how I would stream for like 12 hours, bro, and like I would get spoon-fed hosts from like Keith all the time.
Oh
I
yeah,
would like strategically plan to go on when he was going to get off in like
yeah.
2 hours,
I
spoon-fed.
remember them days. I used to watch Keith and
150 viewers straight,
yeah,
and I would like and then eventually you're just the guy that streams, and then you just kind of build a name for yourself like that.
mhm,
And so tips for streaming is just stream straight up, just go do it, just get
yeah.
it done.
A lot,
Stream as much as you
a lot,
can.
yeah. A lot about starting off. Like a lot of it's through hard work, but a lot of it can come down to just luck. Like especially like you said, with hosting. A lot of it can come down to luck. Like a big influencer like hosts you, and then that gets you started. It's all about getting that first like kind of start up. It's
Yeah,
kind of the same with YouTube in a way. Like my YouTube, even though at the time I was a world champion, like no one was really watching me. But then I did like a collab with Lex,
yeah,
like
that's probably
instant
beefy.
1K subs, and then it just like kind of built momentum.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I've had something like that happen where like Ray was like making a video talking about his favorite content creators, and
oh,
he
was it
marked
Bob?
me as the first
Oh,
one in
yeah,
the video, and I instantly
yeah,
gained like 600 subs.
yeah, that's epic.
Yeah, it was cool.
I remember that happened with like when he first did that. I think he did like Bobby or someone like that, and then like instantly he gained like so many subs.
That's how
Like this is
OG
like
popped off too. OG
yeah.
gained like 30,000 subs from like
Oh my
remember
god.
when he did his beefy push when he had like
Yeah.
22K, but like 2 years ago
Yeah.
he did a video with like Chief Pat because he was in Tribe at the time, and like
Oh
he gained
yeah.
a ton of subs from that.
I remember that. And then like he did like duo show. I think he did duo showdown or something with Chief Pat.
Yeah, I
And I
watched
was
that video back then. It was crazy.
that was crazy. I remember.
It was such a crazy time. Is he planning to do a meetup with fans? It's COVID season, bro. Probably not. Like,
Yeah.
we're not trying
I
to
mean,
get sick, bro. We're gamers.
yeah, even at that, even at this point in my life, I just still don't think like I've got a ton of fans. Like
Yeah.
I don't sit on Twitter all day and just stare at followers like, oh yeah, I'm so famous.
Oh,
Like
I can't
I
wait
still
to
don't
be
feel
more
like
famous.
I still don't feel like I'm at the point where I can have like family ups and stuff. You get what I mean?
Does Spen have a crush on Nat?
No, we're just friends.
That's what they all say. Likely story. If Brawl Stars died tomorrow, which game would you switch to? That's a good question.
That is a good question. I don't.
Spen would probably play FIFA.
No, I can't move on. I don't know. It'd have to be another Supercell title.
Do you think so?
Yeah, but there's just nothing there. So I don't know what I'd do.
I play Rush Wars.
The only game I really play outside of Brawl Stars minute is FIFA, but
I don't play anything.
I don't even know what I'd do, to be honest. I would hopefully what one do after like all the content thing like goes away was like be involved in esports in some way.
Yeah.
Or a game in some way.
That's cool. Yeah, I don't know what I play either. Like I go through games randomly. I play a lot of like GameCube though. Like my friends, I still play GameCube and like Mario Party and like Mario Super Strikers. I will bet any money against anyone at Mario Super Strikers. Just putting that out there.
Played that game. I used to love watching it. I think like my cousins had that game. I used to love watching it.
Awesome.
So yeah, I was so scared to play it.
Right, man. Let's see. What are your parents' reactions that you were going to the 2019 World Finals?
World Finals. I remember when I got the email, and I was literally like, I read through it like 10 times. I was like, because I know who it was who sent me the email. He's called Kim. He's like does all the esports stuff for Brawl Stars.
Okay.
I was like, is this real? He's like Clash. It's like something about Clash. He didn't really say too much about them, but they're like, obviously we're taking them that spot. I was like, wait, this is like actually real. It took me at least 10 minutes to figure, and then I put it in a Discord group chat with Thomas Rillian and Kano. Oh no,
it's over.
Kano, yeah, and like I was like, holy! I'd never felt so happy in my life, but then sad again for like the people at Clash. Like I felt happy for myself, but then going on Twitter, they like posted, I was like,
it's unfortunate.
My parents, when I told them, they were like scared, but at the same time, like really happy for me.
Yeah, that's cool.
Again, the same thing I had to do was convince them with like money, like, you know, I can win this. You know, this many people are gonna watch this. Like, I'm gonna be on the big TV.
You know, big screen. Hey.
Big screen.
They gonna be on the fridge, the Samsung fridge. Are you planning to focus more on content creation or competitive esports?
Just down the line or just on the off season?
I mean, it's probably like I'm assuming he means like right now, because the competitive season's kind of over for in the meantime.
I mean, I was losing motivation for like 2 weeks. Like I didn't want to play the game. I didn't want to post content.
Like after being eliminated.
Now I'm finally regaining the motivation.
That's good.
I kind of want to push it. I want to get all my brawlers to rank 35 by the end of the year. But it's again just finding motivation to grind it out. But
yeah, it's
kind of a mixture. Like I want to stop doing content that I couldn't do before because I didn't have the time for it. Like I literally didn't have time for it.
Just like more creative stuff.
For sure. I mean, I've already started doing a few videos like that, but it'd be nice.
How did you meet Tom?
How did I meet Tom? So I actually met Tom. We actually spoke about this earlier. Like I was laughing. There's a funny DM, and basically, let me get it up because I sent it him in DMs.
Okay.
It was so funny. It was when he first messaged me, and it wasn't like a good first message.
Oh no!
It was the 21st of April 2019, and he was like, I basically kicked him from Nova. At the time, I was Nova esports leader, and that was like #1 club.
Like you were the president of you kicked him from the club.
Yeah, I kicked him from the
my
club.
god!
Basically, I knew a bunch of people from this one club would just use us for matchmaking, and Tom was one of them. And at the time, he was like a showdown noob. So like, I kicked him, and like he messaged me like, "Oh, why did you kick me? I left this club, blah blah blah." You know, I spoke to Demise. You remember Demise? Like,
oh my gosh, yeah, it's a throwback.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, hey, sorry, no worries. I didn't like. I'll get back in the club." And then his brother like messaged me as well. You know, Booth Mac.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, bro. Like he had a lot of followers at the time, and he was like, "Oh, why do you keep kicking my brother?" I'm like, "Who's your brother?" He's like, "Oh, 111 Tom 333."
Wait, that's his brother?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
The twins.
No, it's not.
You don't know that? There it is. They're twin brothers.
They look like it, but I still don't believe that. You're not baiting me.
No, I'm not baiting you.
I'm getting baited. I'm getting baited.
You're not. You're not. 100% you're not. You're not getting baited.
Okay. I'll believe it. Let's just, we can continue on. I'll believe it. Okay. I'll let it go.
I met Tom's parents and trust me.
Okay. All right. I believe you. You got no reason to lie to me. That's crazy.
Yeah.
How'd you not know they were twins? Look, like, I know they look alike, but like, I've never heard about them being brothers. Like, what a family. You know, like in American football, there are families with like 4 brothers in the NFL.
Yeah.
In like professional American football.
I mean, it must have made it really easy for Tom because his brother was already a Clash Royale pro. So their parents, he didn't have to have that awkward conversation with his parents.
Hey, true.
Like, yeah, in a way, that is kind of cool.
Hey, yeah, that is really awesome.
And then, like, the way I met Tom as well was like I took a break from the game, and like Tom started playing with Ark and like other people in Ark's server, and I used to always hang out there. And then I came back, and like Tom was always in like the voice chat, and so was Cerulean.
Just grinding.
Like, yeah, they were just like grinding the game. So I just kind of met him through Ark's Discord.
That's cool. Nice.
So pretty epic.
Let's see. We touched a lot on competitive. If you could be any brawler, which one would you be? Or if you were a brawler in Brawl Stars, which one would you be?
That's a good question.
I think I'd be Colt. I think my personality matches Colt.
That's a good question. I don't actually know. I'd say like my boy El Primo. Some hench and really strong.
What does hench mean?
Like beefy.
That's the word? Hench?
Yeah.
So I never heard that word in my life.
I didn't actually know that. It must be a British word then. Like if you're hench, you're like, oh, tough.
You're bulky.
Yeah.
Hench.
Big boy Primo.
I guess. I believe. I don't know. I've never heard that word in my life. Let's see. Any more questions? Who do you think will win the finals?
You think will win the finals? I'm not 100% because there's too many factors in it now. That's what links back to when you asked me like, are you excited to watch it? Like, it's just gonna be like delay, isn't there? Like, there's no way like all teams can travel to the event in Poland.
Yeah, is that confirmed? It's like online finals.
I mean, it basically is because of how
that'd be so bad.
COVID's so bad in America, so bad in like Brazil, like where it is. I don't know how bad it is in other regions. It's really bad in UK right now. Like so bad.
Is it?
So,
yeah, see, I feel like New Jersey. I live in New Jersey, which is like right below like New York, which is where it was like the worst in the country. And like New Jersey is supposed to be really bad, but like, bro, I've never even seen anyone, heard, no one I know, like even like people I've talked to, like family, no one they know that like gotten sick. There was someone in my house. We had a party, and there was a girl that tested positive for COVID 3 days later, and like no one at the party got sick.
It's kind of crazy.
Super strange. Yeah, I have no idea. It was super weird. Yeah. And like this girl's boyfriend, like they lived together. He didn't even get sick. So it was like, I don't know, man. Whatever.
It's supposed to be like spreadable. Yeah, I mean,
maybe it's like a false positive or something, but I don't know.
Yeah, there's like a bunch of everything's in the air about COVID. It's weird.
Yeah. So anyway, I don't know what's gonna happen with. I would feel so bad for the players if you had to deal with the latency online. That wouldn't even be entertaining. That would be awful.
That's what I mean. It would just be awful. Like, imagine someone just winning the world finals on delay.
It would be so random.
Count. Like, I feel so hard because of like they've worked all year for it. Like Curse, for example, 8 out of 8, and like his performance isn't solely on how good he is at the game. It's like connection. Like,
yeah, that would be terrible.
Awful situation.
That'd be awful.
Like,
I guess they'll figure it out, but I think everyone understands, like, if there's thousands of dollars on the line, I would hate to have to play with latency.
Yeah, but we kind of have to finish it off. We can't be like, oh, we've got to delay it till next year. We just got to make of it what it is.
I don't know. I'm interested to see how it finds out. Hold on. Someone asked, we can get a couple more in before we wrap it up here. Do I think I could be a pro in any game? Yeah, I'm better than most people at every game I play. So, yeah, I could be a pro in every game. Kind of a serious question. Have either of you experienced bullying online or IRL? And what would you say to someone going through it? I never really had a bullying experience. I like growing up in like elementary school, like back when I was in elementary school, because I'm 24, right? So being in elementary school, like playing video games wasn't cool.
Yeah.
Like you were a loser, right? So I was just the like Call of Duty guy, and that was like it. I was just the guy that played Call of Duty. Like yo, he plays a lot of video games and like doesn't do homework, and like that was my shtick. That was me.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I never had a bullying experience. What about you?
Not. I wouldn't say really. I think it was just me myself. I just wasn't really like confident person.
Yeah.
I never as such got bullied. Like people would make like these certain comments like all the time, but I wouldn't really consider that so much as bullying. I
Yeah.
think that was just more me not being confident about myself and letting it kind of affect me in that way. But I've not really, as a sense, been bullied.
Yeah.
I've
It's
not.
hard for me to give advice on people that are going through that kind of thing. But I
Yeah,
don't
I mean,
know it
'cause a lot
like
of it comes from overthinking out of my head. But I was never like Mr. Popular at all. I had a quiet
mm,
friend. Like my
yeah.
friends were quite popular in a way, but I was like always
I just play
out.
video games. Like I just wanted to go home and like make a pack of chicken nuggets and like just play Call of Duty. Like that was like
Duty, yeah.
that was the day. That was a perfect day. I'd
Mm.
walk home from school. I put the oven on preheat. I'd go upstairs, go to the bathroom, come back down. Chicken's done. Call of Duty on deck. It was great. It was great.
Pure game.
Yeah, exactly. So tips for people that are going through bullying is find like you should talk to someone like an adult, and they can probably steer you in a better direction than I can. Let's be real. You know,
Yeah.
it's too
And
easy to say like, "Yo, just who cares?" But like, that's not the best advice at all. So I don't know.
I think if you're being bullied, it can be hard to like talk out about it.
Yeah,
Like that's
because you
obviously
feel
a common
weak,
thing.
right? It's like a
You
power thing.
don't want to tell anyone, but you've got to believe in like yourself to tell someone you trust. Else, it's never going to get better. Like, how is someone going to help you if you can't like explain yourself to anyone? Like, you need to open yourself, like, open that way.
Yeah, exactly.
It's hard. It's hard.
How do you guys wind down at the end of the day? I put on YouTube and I lay in my bed, and that's it. I like
Yeah,
binge watch Among Us videos.
yeah. I'm kind of always the same. I've always like I wind down, I'll give my pugs a kiss goodnight.
Oh, the pups.
Like, give a little cuddle, and then I normally just sit in bed for like 30 plus minutes, just going through every social, YouTube.
Yeah, I just watch you. I literally just like I just plop on my
Binge.
bed, put on YouTube. That's
Yeah.
it. I just fall asleep eventually. I get tired enough. I just go to sleep.
I'm going bed at this time, but then an hour later, I'm still on my phone, like watching stuff.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. What are your habits when you're not playing Brawl Stars? Watching watching YouTube is a big thing. That's what I do a lot.
Yeah. Is that what you really do?
I don't know because I play a lot off stream. Like that's how I judge how much I'm enjoying Brawl Stars at the moment. Is if I'm playing a lot off stream, the game's fun.
Yeah, true.
So normally, like if I'm pushing, I'll just like sit. I'll watch YouTube. I'll push Brawl Stars for like 6 hours.
Mhm.
Nothing. You know, I don't know. That's pretty much all I've been doing.
Yeah, I mean, recently I've been playing like FIFA and stuff,
Yeah.
and slowly like I'd never even until a few months ago I've never watched like a full Netflix series or
Really?
anything like yeah.
So what you
I've
been
ne-
watching?
well I've watched Umbrella Academy. I've watched The Boys on Amazon. I've watched what was the other one? 13 Reasons Why. I've
Those
watched
are all shows I've never watched for the record.
I've watched up to half of season 2 Prison Break.
That's a great
And then
show. Prison Break.
yeah,
Prison Break season 1 is the pinnacle of greatness. It is the
yeah,
best
everyone-
season
yeah,
1 show of all fucking time. Right there. Season 1 of Prison Break is amazing. It's so good.
Mate literally told me for, like every single day for a week, you need to watch this. You need to watch this. So
It's good.
whilst we're watching, I think me, Tom, Casey, and a lot of people just watching it. Discord, so good. But I need to get back onto watching that.
Yeah, it's really good. Breaking Bad. I just rewatched Breaking Bad actually, and the movie and everything.
So I've not watched that either.
It's a great show. It's cool.
Everyone, that was one thing I struggled to like socialize about. Everyone would always talk about the Netflix shows, what I'm watching. I'm like, I haven't watched anything. I
And you
watched
just
YouTube.
couldn't vibe with it. Yeah,
I
watched.
just watched
Once you watch everything on Netflix and like Hulu and stuff, it's like
what else is
I've watched The Office like 6 or 7 times through.
Oh
You know what I mean? I love that show, but like then I just start like now I'm all over like YouTube, and like there's no Twitch app for my TV, which sucks, but you know, whatever.
Definitely need to watch like all the like really popular ones I still haven't got around to. It's a bit depressing, but
Hey, you'll get there, bro. As soon as you start pushing those 35s, bro, and you just want to like watch something while you're playing, there it is. That's how you're gonna get it done. Just find a new series and just grind. All right, well, I think that's it. I think that's the end of that's everything I got, at least. If you got any other points you want to like touch on before we're out, but do you watch anime? No, I don't watch anime. Yeah, no.
You're special.
Yeah, I don't want to watch anime.
I mean, I watched a little bit of Avatar last night, but and then I've just forgot to watch it.
I watched the Pokemon like animated series. I've been really into like Pokemon lately, and like collecting cards. I've been trying to buy Pokemon cards lately, but
I remember you saying that on stream.
Yeah, I'm trying to close a deal right now for some very beefy cards. It's gonna feel good. So, okay, bro. Thanks for coming on here. Thanks for taking the time. I know it's late. Yo, when you said BST, I was like, what the hell is BST? Like, it's not something you hear every day. Yeah, like over here it's EST, PST. There's like Mountain Time or like Central Time. But BST was crazy. I was like, all right, whatever. I don't even know what that means. So
many times actually like changing tonight. Like we go to a different time. It's now GMT for us.
Oh boy.
Like the clocks go forward for us.
Oh my god.
Yeah, losing out.
PTSD. Yeah, exactly. So
but at least not Russia. Russia have like 11 time zones. Imagine that.
I mean, that's a big country.
Yeah.
That's a big. I think there's like 4 time zones in the U.S. I don't even know anymore. I just stay on the East Coast and do my thing. All right, bro. I'm gonna wrap it up. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate taking the time. Yeah, of course. It was really good. That was smooth, right?
Yeah, I like that.
That was good.
That was good chat. Good chat.
It's nice to see people behind their content, which is kind of the point of this. It's just like you see a completely different side of people, which is good. Which is like the whole point of this. So,
I felt that's something like Brawl Stars missed. Like I remember you messaging me, and I was like, I literally a few days ago, like before you did the Bobby thing, like in my head, I was like, no one does this kind of thing. Like,
yeah,
it's interesting.
I don't know. I like it. It's good. I gotta find the next guest, boys. Who's gonna be? I gotta DM some people, see who I'm gonna bring on next. We'll figure it out. But all right, bro. Have a good night. Take care.
No worries. Thank you. Take care.
Peace, bro.
Thank you, guys. See you later, guys.
Peace.
Peace.